I'll call this meeting to order. Roll call, Ms. Clark.
Trustee Bertelson?
Here.
Trustee Black?
Here.
Trustee D?
Here.
Trustee Lucine?
Here.
Trustee Moran?
Here.
Trustee Neal?
Here.
Trustee Sandy Wilson?
Here.
Trustee Sarah Wilson?
Here.
All right, thank you. We have the Whittier Choir with us tonight, so Sarah, if you want to come on in and bring them up here. Is that first? Okay, yeah. And also, as they get set up, we'll rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Sarah, it's all you guys are all set. If you're set. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you for coming tonight as well. You guys are welcome to come take a picture if you want. So you guys can come up here if you want. Welcome to the March 9th Bozeman School District Board meeting. Thank you for joining us. Public comment will be taken throughout the meeting on agenda and non-agenda items. During public comment, no member of the public will be allowed to comment on contested cases, other adjudicative proceedings, or personnel matters. The public portion of this board meeting are being recorded in accordance with District Policy 1420 and Section 2-3-214 MCA. By remaining in this meeting, all participants and attendees acknowledge they may appear on a recording, which will be placed on the school district's website for a minimum of 1 year from today. Further instructions about participating will be provided throughout the meeting. Before we engage in the business of the board, I would like to share the core purpose of the Bozeman School District, which can be found on the back of our nameplates as well as to my left. It reads, Bozeman Public Schools exist to ensure high-level learning for all students. All right, well, welcome. We'll get started with the BSD 7 experience, student representative reports. Question of the night. I know you guys have been thinking about it. How is your team student or senior assassin going?
My name is Taylor Trudgeon, and I am Bozeman's student body president. We are on separate teams, actually. We are friends. And after the last board meeting, we were walking out on the sidewalk, and she set me up, and I got out, actually. So that's an awkward question. I feel like Kevin might have known that or something.
I did not.
But yeah.
I'm Jenna Kiddo. I'm the student body vice president. My team did not do very good. All my friends got out very quickly, and then I was the last one in my team. One of my friends actually got out on purpose because the rest of my teammates got out. And so I was left by myself, and so I did not last very long by myself, but yeah.
I hope that kill was worth it for your team. But for our recap for the month, we had our MORP dance, which is like prom backwards. It's just a little more semi-final or formal. And it went pretty well. There was like not really anybody there. That's okay. Dances have kind of been going down in participation for a while now. So I don't know. Students just don't really want to go, and that's kind of for everywhere. But this is my 4th year on Stuco, and I think that's the best dance we've had, actually. The theme was glow in the dark in 2016, so it was just a really cool theme. The DJ was really, really good, so I thought it was a great dance. We had an assembly, a winter pep assembly, which we actually haven't had in a couple of years because we have our winter talent show instead. And that was really fun. We got to recognize all of our winter sports, and we had like a game for each sport. And I think the students really liked that assembly. It was one of the first ones that actually ended a minute early, so our teachers were happy. Intramural basketball ended. We had a lot of participation for bringing it back this year after not doing it for a few years. And our dodgeball tournament is coming up, which everybody really likes.
Yes, okay. We also have our spring musical coming up. We're doing Mamma Mia. We had a lot of people audition this year, which is really exciting. It is going to be showing on April 24th, 25th, and 26th, as well as May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And then speech and debate went to Billings, I think last weekend or a couple weekends ago, and 33 students qualified for nationals in Richmond, Virginia, which is very impressive. And then music-wise, our choir this year is going to Orlando to compete and just go on a trip every 4 years. Each music group goes on a trip, and this year is choir, so that's exciting. And then for sports, our girls basketball team had their last game against senior high school this past Thursday, ending their season with a 4-12 record. Boys basketball also had their last game against Gallatin this Thursday, ending their season with a 5-9 conference record. Swimming state was mid-February, and they all competed very well. Boys took state, and then track will be starting up after spring break this year, and softball is starting during spring break. And baseball as well. That's all from us.
Thank you. Ridge?
Hi, my name is Ridge McGovern. I'm the student body president at Gallatin High. So for Gallatin Senior Assassin, we're doing it battle royale style. So it's all versus all. I'm still in the game. I got a kill today. Going pretty strong. Kind of like running out of like my hopes for winning though. But there's like 52, 51 people left. So it's been going well. We started with like 180 some. So doing pretty well. And then, so boys basketball is heading to state this weekend in Billings after a great crosstown game. Both teams played so well. That was probably some of the best basketball I've seen on the guys' side all year. And they finished their regular season 13-7. And then girls basketball is also going to state. They're the #1 seed overall, and they're still undefeated, finishing the season 20-0. And they play Helena High on Friday. Wrestling wrapped up its best season yet in Billings a couple weeks ago, and you guys will hear more about that shortly. And then our swim teams competed in Great Falls, where the girls placed second and the boys placed third. Both teams had multiple individual medals and top finishes. Our student council club traveled to Lockwood in Billings 2 weeks ago for the District 4 meeting. And at that meeting, we elect new officers for the state. And we even had a nomination for Advisor of the Year, one of our advisors, Kyle Newman. So that was super exciting to see. And then Ecology Project International hosted some Gallatin High biology students in Yellowstone last week, where they learned a lot about different aspects of wildlife management. We have a band concert tomorrow. And this past weekend, 5 Gallatin students represented the choir All Northwestern Honor in Tacoma, Washington. I talked to one of the girls that went today, and she said she had so much fun. They do a lot of like vocal training. They like do like one big performance, and they, I guess, met a lot of cool people. So that was pretty cool to hear. And our Special Olympics athletes competed in the AREA Games in Jackson Hole last week. And Science Olympiad placed 4th overall in the state competition, one of its best finishes as a team, with several top 3 finishes. And intramural basketball is wrapping up their championship games tonight for both A and B bracket. Unfortunately, my team did not make it to the championship, but I had so much fun playing, and I wish I would have played it like all 4 years of high school. That's all I got for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rosie Casva. I'm one of the Bridger Charter Academy representatives.
Hello, I'm Sarah Stanish, one of the other Bridger Charter Academy representatives.
We are both out.
Yeah, our whole team is out.
Senior assassin. Our whole team is out. One of our teammates, we are on the same team. One of our teammates got eliminated within like the first
I think the first day.
day. He was like the third person out, and he texted us, and he was like, "They just chased me to my car. I'm driving home." And then when he got home, they were at his house, and he was like, "Oh man!" And then we got out automatically because we weren't able to eliminate our targets.
Our
in
target
time.
was in Billings, so we
Yeah.
couldn't really get them.
struggle, but
It was rough.
it was fun while it lasted. We enjoyed it. All right.
All right. To start off, our Bridger Charter Academy student count is up to 132 from last month's 129. So that's always great to hear. Hawk Times are pretty much we're in the same routine as we have been for a while. Mostly kids are using them for support, and with 6-week grade checks coming up, it's very needed, the Hawk Times are. And we did recently have a Bridger brunch, and one of our students, Michael, ran it. It was a very good Bridger brunch. And recently, we've also, for Read Across America, we connected with Whittier, and we read with some of their students. And it was on March 5th. It lasted around an hour. 25 BCA students went to K through second grade classrooms. There was 6 total classrooms. And they did a beaded bookmark activity, as well as they read with the students and communicated with them and just had fun.
Nice. Sorry, I didn't mean to take it. Cut you off. My bad. Registration is done, and we are looking towards next year's courses, which is really exciting. All of our students are now registered. After spring break, our first graduation Hawk Time is going to begin to get ready to celebrate our seniors. For those who don't know, Bridger Charter Academy does a separate graduation. We still attend the large one, but we have a smaller one that's a bit more community-based. We also have the seniors fill out a form of who they want to speak, what they want to see at the graduation, and it's very community-centered, which is really nice. As the school board and many students know, we recently lost a Bridger Charter Academy and Bozeman High School student, Fergus Rooney, to suicide. This is something that has really been shaking our community, and we've seen a large effect in the Bridger Charter Academy community. I genuinely could not ask for better teachers through this time. They have really been making sure that while we're still focused on academic and our academic progress, their main concern for the past few weeks has been our well-being and making sure that every student feels supported, that they feel like they have the proper resources. They've been connecting people with resources, and it's been a large priority for the past few weeks. Even simple things of just teachers letting us know that they really love us before we leave class, providing extra space for students, allowing anybody to just step out of the room as long as they communicate where they're going. And they've been truly supportive through these times as we lost a really beloved community member. And junior Socratic seminars. Juniors have been doing more Socratic seminars and have been bringing up very good discussions and more projects. We're seeing a lot of communication advancements through Socratic seminars. I personally really enjoyed them as juniors because I worked on my public communication skills. We have more projects that are ongoing. Our Mars rover project is happening in geophysical science, which is the classic egg drop. Designing a house in geometry, you get to design your own house. I still have my sophomore year blueprint up on my wall of my dream house. Biology students are looking at cell membranes and onions. Sophomores just turned in their Common App essays. And yeah, we are also seeing our teachers just ensuring that we have the resources to, just with everything that's going on in the world, this is something that BCA has always been really focused on, is making sure that students have the proper resources that they need to understand the history behind certain global or national conflicts and understand with the resources that is given to them how to interpret it in their own way and make sense of it. So our government, human geography, and combo teacher, Leary, has been working really hard to make sure that students have all the information they need to form their own opinions, thoughts, or views on situations happening in the world, and making sure that they are up to date on everything and that they understand their place in the world, which I really appreciate, just making sure that everybody understands what's going on. And I love that. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All your guys' information today. Any questions or comments from the trustees? Sandy?
So I don't know if I'm the only one at the board table that doesn't know what this game was that you were talking about, but I don't. A moment, just a few rules, or
Okay, so it's this game involving seniors with water guns, floaties, and goggles. So I have my floaties and my goggles, and so outside I have to be wearing both these and these on my head to keep me safe. If I'm not wearing them, then I can get shot by my assassin, and then I'm eliminated from the game. Yep, with a water gun. So I have my own water gun. Sometimes I carry it on me, sometimes it's in my car. But yes.
well, thank you for that. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
And then,
It has been a lot of fun.
yeah, I don't know if GHS is doing this, but at BHS we also have a purge round, which is essentially, because we're also doing the, last one standing battle royale style, but in teams, so it's team last standing. And we have been doing what is called a purge, which is one night, I believe Friday nights from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m., where anybody can get anybody, and floaties and goggles can't protect you. So for our one purge that we lasted, we hid out at a friend's house and watched TV where no one could find us.
I will, something interesting, so it's $25, at least at Bozeman it was, to play, and then the winning team gets a little over $4,000. Because that's how many people seniors played at Bozeman High. So a lot of people play. You're safe at school events, you're safe inside the school, but as soon as you leave the building of a school area, you can get out.
So some people have bigger, like manual guns. I have a little pocket one, so it's really good. Ordered it off a pretty sketchy website, but it's really nice. I just keep it in my pocket. It just holds enough water for like a few squirts. But some people have like the ones that you have to like pump or like suck up water. But that is just not the strat if you want to win. You gotta have a little finger one.
I definitely got an ab workout with my best friend hiding in her car with the seats down, waiting for someone to come out of ballet. I got a very good core workout holding myself up, and then she came out with her gear on, so it was all for nothing. But it is wild, but it's a lot of fun, and it's a great way for the seniors to kind of get to know each other a bit more. There's a lot of like some targets that I've known nothing about, and although a little bit stalkerish now, it's one of those things of like, oh, I know that you enjoy golfing. Something like that. Which is definitely very weird, but it's fun. People have a blast, and it really helps us get to know each other. I've talked to people about it. I've talked to people I've never talked to before in my senior class because, I'll see them out in public with their floaties on, and then we'll like talk in the hallways and be like, oh, how's it going? And it's just one of those things where some people are like, yeah, money, and other people are like, this is a whole lot of fun.
So where does a young adult get floaties that fit?
They don't. So I have floaties here. One side is inflated because if both sides are inflated, they just don't fit. So I have one side inflated on both of these. So they go on nicely, and I just, right here.
I bought some on Amazon for like $5, and they came in like 2 days, and that worked pretty well for me. I don't know. They fit on my arms. I don't understand how,
They weren't
but
as cool as mine. Yours were just pink. Mine had frogs.
hey, pink is fun, okay? I like pink.
Say we trapped both of your sons in this parking lot actually on a Friday night. I don't know if they were both there, but there were like 8 guys in a truck trying to purge people. And if you know, there's only one entrance to this parking lot. And so we just parked in the entrance for like an hour, and they were not very happy with us.
All right. Well, thanks for the further explanation. I think a simpler one would have been that she needs to get involved in a senior assassin situation. Maybe she. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for your time tonight. Appreciate it. Yep. Next questions are going to be a little bit more serious, not this fun and game stuff. All right. Up next, recognition and awards. 2025-26 Gatorade Montana Boys Cross Country Player of the Year, Mr. Ader. I think I saw it yet. Welcome.
As you know, earlier this year, we honored our cross-country teams. Bozeman High had an exceptional fall. And because of that, one of their athletes, their lead runner, Miles Halverson, was named Gatorade Athlete of the Year. So I'm going to have Coach Casey come up here with Miles and visit with you.
Thank you.
Check. Awesome. Well, thanks for having us, guys. It's kind of fun to have these nights and kind of look back on a very successful fall. And I think when you look back at Miles in this year, I think the awards are great, but I would say to start off, it kind of predated this year. So when you look at Miles over the years, one of, I would say, the most consistent kids we've had come through the program, showing up every day, the summer camps, training over the years, running every season. He, as a freshman, was our top JV runner as a freshman, and actually bounced onto varsity for a meet his freshman year, which is very uncommon in the guys' ranks, and then was on varsity from his sophomore year to his senior year. And I think when you see that kind of consistent build and training over those years, usually you have a breakout season his senior year, and Mr. Halverson did just that. Looking at this year, 5 out of the 6 in-state meets he won. He was number 1 overall. And the one he got clipped at was our first meet out of the gate. And he was very competitive. It was very, very close on that race. And I think right then, coming off that course, I think everyone's kind of like, wow, Miles had a pretty good summer of training. He's ready to go. So that was really fun. Through the season, obviously ended as the AA state champion, went on to NXR where he placed 13th, and he was the top Montana runner in the region. So all the Montana kids kind of come together at the postseason. He also joined the sub 15-minute 5K club. When you look at that group of athletes, that is a very, very small group. Only 4 kids in the entire state of Montana have ever done that. 3 Miles is the 3rd from BHS. So he joined the list of 2 other outstanding runners that have come through, and to be the 3rd one, I think with that obviously deserves his picture on the wall next to those guys after this award. And Gatorade Player of the Year, I think they're in the 19th year of recognizing Gatorade Player of the Year, and Miles is the 8th runner from Bozeman High. So I think safe to say he's cemented himself as some of the greats in BHS cross-country history. So big congrats to Mr. Miles Halverson.
All right, thank you. Congratulations. Any comments from the trustees? All right, with that, well, I'm sure Greg's going to have some stories as well as some questions, so I'll turn it over to him.
Thanks for coming, Casey and Miles. Glad you're feeling better and made it tonight. I've been paying close attention to you for 4 years, and it's been really fun to watch you develop from that freshman that was small and you could tell had a lot of potential and kind of goofy back then, and you've really developed yourself into a really strong team leader. Obviously, your running achievements speak for themselves, and just really proud. And I think we could have been doing this for our 2nd year in a row if you hadn't got sick your junior year. I think you had it in you to have a really big junior year, but I also know that created a lot of motivation for you to show up after a really, really big summer of training last year. And I know that was something you were thinking about every day, is how you wanted to redeem yourself for the junior year that wasn't what you wanted it to be anyway. And so just really happy for you, and everything has been really well earned for you. And so for purposes of the board, I pretty much know everything about you. That I have a couple of questions for you, but I just want to Just get it out there. I know what you're doing next year, but could you please just tell the room and the board what your plans are for next year after high school?
Yeah, so next year I've signed to run at Colorado State University. And that was my top choice coming into the season. But before I started running my senior year, I did not have fast enough time to run for Colorado State. The coach basically told me, if you want to run for us, you're going to have to do something pretty quick. And I trained all summer with that in mind. And after the first meet, I texted the coach right away. And then the head coach texted me and said, do you have a minute to call? And we kind of went from there, set up a visit, and emailed, called back and forth. And it was exactly where I wanted to be. And I'm super excited to go run for Colorado State next year.
That's awesome. And could you just speak to what your goals are for this spring and outdoor, and then also speak to what your goals are for your freshman year next year?
I think this outdoor season, I'm really excited to just see kind of how fast I can run. After this indoor season, I realized that I might actually be good at the mile after I thought that previously it was my less strong event. So I'm hoping to place really high at state in the mile and the 2 mile. Like, a dream of mine would be to win both events, but that's a pretty lofty goal. So we'll see how that goes. Next year, I would love to be on the scoring team and not redshirt, but we'll see how that goes as well. And I'm just excited to have fun this spring and also looking forward to next fall. So
That's great. Academically, I know you've really done well in high school. What do you know what you're looking to study next year?
I am going to major in biology next year, so I'm excited to do that.
Great. Have you chosen what picture you're going to use for South Gym?
I have. It is a picture of me coming down the finish chute at the Bozeman Invite in my black uniform, and you can see Owen Thiel blurry in the background. So,
Owen Thiel from Glacier.
Yep.
That's great. And just real quick, Casey, you took home the Coach of the Year Awards honor for both the boys and the girls program. You'd done it before, but you hadn't done that since before the split of the high schools. Congratulations. You've been doing this for a long time, and really fortunate to have you leading this program. And just thanks for everything you do. So,
Thanks, Greg.
I feel like I had something else I want to say, but I'm going to go straight to the award here. If I think of it, I'm delaying here just for a second, but it slipped my mind. So anyway, Miles, thanks for coming. It's my recommendation. It is my honor to support the recommendation to adopt the Board of Trustees resolution, whereas the Gatorade Player of the Year program has recognized excellence in athletic achievement, athletic performance, and exemplary character, and whereas Miles Halverson of Bozeman High School has been named the 2025-26 Gatorade Montana Boys Cross Country Player of the Year, earning a distinction as the top boys cross country athlete in the state of Montana. And whereas Miles won the 2025 Class AA State Championship with a time of 15:34.5, leading the Hawks to a team state title. He earned second team all-region honors at the Nike Cross Northwest Regional Championships and was the fastest Montanan competitor in that race. And whereas Miles has maintained a 3.9 weighted grade point average and demonstrated a strong commitment to service through volunteer work with the Wild West Trail Maintenance and Trail Building Crew as a distance race aide and as a tutor through the Bozeman High School Spanish National Honor Society. Therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Trustees recognize and honor Miles Halverson as the 2025-2026 Gatorade Montana Boys Cross Country Player of the Year.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Neal, seconded by trustee Bertelson. Any public comment? All those in favor? Motion passes 8-0. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah. Miles, come on up here. Everybody wants a picture with you. Next, Montana Thespian Recognitions, Lila Michaels. Welcome. Just as a reminder, if you want to turn on that mic. And then for the students that are coming up, if you're standing behind a column, you're in the wrong spot.
Lila, press the button with the little person, it'll turn green for you. There you go.
This button? Good evening, thanks for having us. Behind me stand some decorated thespians. We went to festival this year with an original play. The woman who wrote it usually runs my life. She's my stage manager, Ivy Tierney. Wave, Ivy. And unbeknownst to me and others, she is quite an accomplished playwright. So Ivy had asked, I think it was last year, if we could do some more with original works and playwriting. So we decided to do a playwriting workshop. Had a wonderful playwright named Greg Owens in, and we ran a workshop, and Ivy had something that she polished. We took it to festival. It's called The Marsh, and it's about a family right after World War I, and the father is suffering from PTSD, and he's non-responsive, and the children are running the farm. And there was an older brother and a younger sister, and then a little girl, played by not such a little girl, but we cast her that way. And it's a wonderful story, very painful.